So if you notice, your Srila Gurudev Murti does not have tilak. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to use real tilak on Srila Gurudev and get it done properly instead of having the other people not do it right. You will see there's these little lines here. Those are not tilak lines. Gurudev actually had those lines on his face. That's what they are over here. So how do we do tilak on Srila Gurudev? You can do it with a little paintbrush like this. I use that for doing my Giriraj dots. And you can just, on Amazon or any store, you can get that, and you can even sometimes cut the threads to make it as skinny as possible. But not everyone has a paintbrush, so we are going to learn how to do it with an incense stick, because everyone has incense, and incense is a good little stick to do it with. So just make tilak like normal. You take it like this, and you put it in your hands, and you go like this. Now if you have tilak already in a little jar like I saw when I was growing up, you can use that. You know, that's not the traditional way of making tilak. This is the proper way of making tilak, like this. So you take it over here, and you just dip it in, and you put tilak on the murti. It's not that complicated, right? You come in, and you start from the top. And when you're not doing it on camera, Gurudev, his tilak used to go all the way up to the top of his head. Like this, I remember. And then you have this one coming here like this, and you can spend a lot of time on it. Create the loop down there, and you can put the little dot. Put the tilak on his forehead. Now you could spend a lot of time perfecting it, which I'm not going to do right now on this. You can get a little cloth to go down the middle here and correct it. But I just want to do a little note about body tilak, because Gurudev, I was lucky one time, I was in Mathura, I was new, and I was coming and I was massaging Gurudev, and I was really hot, so I had like no shirt on, and I just like took my chadar off. I was like, no shirt, and I had taken baths. I put on this really big tilak over here and here, and I was like decked out with tilak. I had my chadar wrapped around my waist. I was massaging Gurudev, and Gurudev was like, you're going to have to learn everything. I said, I'm going to teach you slokas, I'm going to teach you deity worship, I'm going to teach you this, that, something Gurudev used to tell me a lot. And then he said, and you've got to learn how to put on tilak. And I was like, huh? My ego was like, I know how to put on tilak. And he says, what you want to do is you want to make a small little, I mean, this is even too big because I still have my old habit, but he was like, you've got to make a small little tulasi. He said, not big like this. And he went on my arm and took like my whole arm and went like that. He was like, I have a small little tilak. And then he told me the locations, and I remember he touched me on my body, showing me the locations. I was like, oh, my body's prasadam now. But so what he said, that what we need to do is we need to have 1, 2, 3. These ones are in a line with each other. In a line. Then the next ones is over here on the arm, middle of the chest, and over here, also in a line. Then the third ones was the part that I didn't know. He said I remember he touched on my shoulder. He said from here all the way up to here is where the other ones. I used to think it was like this and like this, but that's wrong. It goes from here all the way up to here is where the other one is. And then the neck one, then here, Gurudev's, if you can find photos, Gurudev had this little heart thing he used to do on his neck. It was like a really cool tea like that. It was famous and nice. Anyway, so there's one line over here. That's the different areas. And basically to do that tilak, you just do the same as the forehead. You take, actually for the neck you want to do it a little bit different. You want to do like the heart thing. It's kind of like, you can basically just draw a heart. That was almost it, but you can draw 2 little lines coming off the top of the heart. And that's kind of how Gurudev's neck one was. And then just do the other tilaks here. Everywhere. You can use this thing with real tilak. And then when you take him off, then you can just replace tilak every time you bathe him, or every time you want, or not keep tilak on as you like. That's putting on tilak on Gurudev.